video shot. It's good. All right, I had to take it back inside because I think it might rain on me, and while it would probably be very funny to see me get rained on and scramble and come back in the house, I'd rather not do that. So just in case it rains, back inside. Um, have props ready today. I thought we would work into, hey Ron, cow face pose, which is a seated pose. Since I'm going to be inside and the windows should be closed for sound purposes, I'm going to take a little easy today-ish. I don't want to be a total hot, sweaty mess by the end of class. So that's what we'll be doing today. And let me know, is the microphone okay? Sometimes there's a buzzing that happens with it. Can somebody let me know? Hi. Sounds okay? Can I get a thumbs up? If not, we're just going to go with it, which we'll have to do anyway. All right, we'll just go with it. So cow face pose this morning, you might need a strap, depending upon, I know Ron's on here, he won't need a strap, but I know I do. So a strap, or thank you, or a hand towel, so that you can, this is going to look something, we'll work into a few different versions of it. All right, I might need this as a sweat towel today too. Happy 4th of July weekend, everybody. I hope you have a wonderful weekend, whatever your plans are. Let's go ahead and start in an easy seated pose, so cross-legged. You can extend your legs forward or one leg out, one leg in. Just make yourself comfortable here. And go ahead and close your eyes down. And sit up nice and tall on your spine. So for cow face pose, we need to extend the spine longer, like for all of our poses. Right? Spine length, nice and tall. Pull your upper arm bones back so you create this broadness through your chest. And then we'll just take a few breaths in and out of your nose. Allow your jaw to relax. And let your lower teeth separate from your upper teeth. And see your inhale filling up with oxygen, and your exhale letting go of the carbon dioxide and any waste that doesn't need to be in your body. As you allow your breath to deepen, your inhales and your exhales being longer, every round of breath you increase this length of time. Take your next inhale and then just hold your breath at the top. So take a long, deep breath in. Hold your breath at the top for 3, 2, 1. Long exhale. Make your exhale complete. Hold your breath at the bottom for 3, 2, 1. Big inhale through your nose. Hold it at the top. 3, 2, 1. Exhale. Hold it at the bottom. 3, 2, 1. One more round like that. Inhale. Hold it at the top for 3, 2, 1. Exhale. Hold it at the bottom for 3, 2, 1. And then just take a long inhale. Long exhale. And then bring your hands to your heart center and bow your head to your heart. Sit up nice and tall on your spine. Let your head bow to your heart. And then blink open through your fingertips to the floor. And then sweep the arms out and up. Exhale, hands to your heart. Inhale, sweep out and up. Exhale, hands to your heart. Sit back on your sits bones. Change your feet. So opposite foot in front. Inhale, sweep the arms out and up. Exhale, bring it back. Inhale, out and up. Exhale, back. Let's do one more. Inhale, reach it out and up. Interlace your fingers at the top and then flip your palms towards the ceiling. Just lean to your left and right. So you're just going to go on your own here, your own pace. You get creative if you want to make circles with the torso or do some kind of wave-like movement. Just move in your spine however it feels appropriate for you today. Right, you can make these little twisting movements. Just keep your fingers interlaced up above your head. Good, then we'll come back to stillness. Reach up, look up. Then take your hands behind you, interlace the fingers, squeeze your shoulder blades together, and lift your hands up away from your lower back. But stay tall in your spine. So if you start to lift your hands up and you pitch forward around the shoulders, stop where you are, reassess, re-squeeze those shoulders, and just stay in that spot. The minute we start to round our shoulders and pitch forward, you know your body's like in a spot where it doesn't quite feel comfortable. So get to that comfortable spot. Really work on opening through the chest here. And then lift your chin up towards the ceiling if that feels okay. Keep lifting your hands away from your lower back. And then take your chin to center. Slowly bring your hands back down and hands in your lap. Roll the shoulders out. Good. Let's do that again. Bring your arms out and up, interlace the fingers, change your grasp, so opposite finger on top. This is how I normally do it. Left hand on top, now right hand on top. Flip your palms, lift up tall in your spine, breathe in. Breathe out, draw your shoulder blades down your back, but stay tall in the spine. Inhale. Exhale, pull your upper arm bones back behind your ears, or at least going in that direction. Good, one more breath here. And then as you exhale, take your hands behind you, interlacing your fingers in the opposite way that you normally do. Squeeze your shoulder blades together, sit up tall, and then start lifting the hands away from your lower back. So we're working into the rotation of the shoulder joint here. If we just keep our hands down at our lower back, it's probably more comfortable for our shoulders. Right, but we want to start to open up. So squeeze your shoulder blades together. Lift your hands away. Remember, if you start to round the shoulders, right, do this or pitch forward, stop, reassess. Right, just work into that opening as best you can. Staying here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release your hands back down to your lower back and then bring your hands forward. Good. Roll the shoulders out. So cow face pose requires some shoulder mobility, right? And we are going to work into the leg portion of cow face pose. So we'll work into our hip mobility as well. Roll your shoulders in the opposite direction. So we'll do a little bit of everything and then work into cow face pose. All right, sit up tall, still into the shoulders. Take your palms up, sit up nice and tall, and then take your fingertips to the tops of your shoulders, and then little circles forward. Sitting up tall, make your circles a little bit bigger, 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 bigger as you go. Good. One more big circle and then come out. Keeping the fingers, elbows out wide. Make your circles go backwards. All right. So really squeeze your shoulder blades together here. So slow it down. So we can really oh yeah, I can go really fast. No, go slow. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Your shoulder blades carry your upper arm bones back behind you. We're going to slow that down, and then as you go, make your circles a little bit bigger, squeezing the shoulder blades in and down to create the circle with your elbows. Think about that. Good. Let's do that one more time. Big circle, squeeze those shoulder blades down and hold it here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, take it down. Up your left ear to the left shoulder, because that exercise sometimes tension, definitely shoulder tension, right? You feel it there. When I come out of that, my neck is like, please stretch me. Good. If you want to increase the sensation of this, take your right hand out to the side, just so you create just a little bit more length through the side of your neck. And here you ensure that the shoulder stays down and it's not like up. The more the shoulder stays down, the bigger the stretch you'll get. Let's take one more breath here. Take your hand back in your lap. Slowly lift your head up. Sit back up nice and tall. Drop your right ear to the right shoulder. Stretching out now the left side. And you can take your left hand out to the side. Fingertips can be on the floor. You can be reaching out. You choose. So reassess, sit up. Let the head drop. And let your breath stay nice and steady. Feel this through the left side. Let's take 2 more breaths here. And bring your hand back into your lap. Bring your head back to center. Go ahead and look over your right shoulder. Sit up tall. Inhale, bring your gaze to center. Exhale, look over your left shoulder. Sit up tall. Breathe in. Breathe out. Now we'll go with our breath. Inhale, come to center. Exhale, look over your right shoulder. Inhale, bring it to center. Exhale, look over your left shoulder. One more time each side. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, come to center. Take your hands to your chest, so right by your collarbones. Pull down on the collarbones towards your belly button as you lift your chin up towards the ceiling. Nice neck stretch here. And then come forward. Keep pulling down on your chest as you bring the chin forward, just so you help the muscles come back to their normal position. Take it again. Hands on the collarbones, and then you're taking that skin and your muscles down towards your belly button. as you lift your chin up towards the ceiling. So stretching through the front of your neck. Good, and bring it back forward. Keep pulling down on the chest. All right, just helps it to come back. Okay, roll the shoulders out. One more thing before we move on to stretching out our hips a little bit. Come into a side bend, so left hand down, right arm up and over, stretching through the right side ribs, through the whole torso, and maybe you feel that into your hips a little bit. Inhale, come to center, reach both arms up, lengthen up. Exhale, take the right hand down, left arm up and over. Stretch nice and long. Feel that through your left side body. Inhale, come up. Exhale, over. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, right hand down, left arm up and over. And then we'll do that one more time on each side. Inhale, come up. Exhale, left hand down, right arm up and over. Inhale up. Exhale, right hand down, left arm up and over. Good. Come to center, reach up. And then exhale, hands to your heart center. Let's move on to hands and knees. So you could take a blanket and put it underneath your knees if you like. If not, don't worry, it's all good. So as we come into this position, hands here are shoulder width apart, knees hips distance apart, and index fingers are pointing at 12 o'clock. And we'll go into a couple cat-cows. You know how I love the cat-cow. Inhale, pull your chest forward, lift your sits bones up. Exhale, round your spine, tuck your chin into your chest. Inhale, pull your chest forward, cow pose. Exhale, cat pose. Inhale. And exhale. One more time. Inhale. Exhale. And then come to a neutral spine. So here, I want you to take your right foot back. So flex the foot. Toes are pointing straight down to the floor. And then take your right foot over to the left side of the room. So toes are going to come down just outside of your mat. Press your heel back, extend your spine long, and then look over your left shoulder to your right toes. So you're getting another stretch into the side body. It's going to get it a little bit more into your hip. Good, and bring yourself forward. Bring the right foot around, taking the right foot down to the floor. Sit up. Coming into gate pose. So you can either have your foot on the floor, toes pointing at 12 o'clock. You want to try to keep this right hip down, or come onto your right heel. I find that one a little bit easier for me, but you choose. Take your left up and lean over to your right. So you want to actively push down into your right heel so that you're giving support to the leg and you're not going to, pull your inner thigh here. That's where we're getting a nice stretch. Light pressure with your right hand. I like to take it behind my back just so I ensure I don't push down onto my right knee. Inhale, come all the way up. And then let's take the right foot back again. Flex your foot. Take it over to the left again. Inhale, pull the chest forward. Exhale, look over your left shoulder to your right toes. Inhale, come to center. Let's do gate pose again. Taking the right foot out, sitting up. You want to keep your left hip over the left knee. Choose your foot position and then go into gate pose. And I'm going to take my right arm behind me, just so I don't use it to balance. I want to push down into my right heel. Push down into your left shin. Inhale, come up. Bring back onto hands and knees. Bring that right knee in. And then we'll go to the other side. Just move all my pulleys. Take my left foot. Oops, sorry. Where am I going? Left foot back. Flex your foot. Pull your chest forward to extend the spine, and then take your left foot over to the right side of the room. Toes are just outside of your mat. Pull the chest forward again, and then look over your right shoulder to your left toes. Really push into your hands. Don't let the chest collapse forward. Breathe. And then bring your chest back to center. Take the left foot out to the side, coming up into gate pose, other side. So now you can heel down or foot down, you choose. Reach your right arm up and lean over to the left. Really light pressure here with the left hand. You can take your arm behind you, push down into your right shin, and stretch long. One more breath here. You look up. Inhale, coming back. Take your left leg behind you to start. Reset your hands, and then take your left foot over to the right side of the room. Toes come down that side of your mat. Extend the spine long, and exhale, look over your right shoulder to your left toes. Keep your breath nice and steady. Breathe in through your nose. Breathe out through your nose. Breathe in. And breath out. Inhale, bring your chest back to center and take your foot out to the side. Sit up tall. Gate pose, again on the left side. Press down into your left heel, or if you have the foot down, push really hard into your foot. Lift up and over with your right hand. Gate pose. Make sure you're stabilizing with your right shin. You're pushing the right shin down. You have a block too for stability, right? Inhale, come all the way up. And then take your hands down. Knees come back. And let's go into child's pose. So big toes touch, knees apart, and then take your forehead down. So the knees don't have to be super wide. They can, be as wide as is comfortable for you. Let the forehead rest and let your torso be really heavy. And so here, if you have blocks, use blocks. But if you don't, I'm going to show this to you without blocks. Elbows down, palms together. And then let your thumbs come back towards your spine. And then push your hips back. So you want to get a little stretch here, right? In your latissimus dorsi connection and your triceps. If you have blocks, you can intensify this. I like to have mine on this height. Right? You put your elbows into the block, palms together. You let your forehead come down. And then that gives you a little bit of space to work with here. So pick your version with blocks or without. If you don't have blocks, it's important to try to push your hips down towards your heels and then towards the back of your mat, so it'll give you a little stretch there. If you have blocks, the blocks actually do most of the work for you. Just let your torso be heavy. Take one more breath here. Exhale it out. And then bring the hands forward. Come up onto hands and knees, and blocks can go to the side. Let's come down onto our backs for a moment. We'll do some leg stretches to help us get into our hips. If you have a strap, use it. If not, don't worry. There's always a modification for everything, right? Let's start by taking a full body stretch. So reach your arms back behind you, press your feet forward. Exhale, hug your right knee into your chest. Inhale, full body stretch. Exhale, left knee in. Inhale, full body stretch. Exhale, hug your right knee in, twist to your left. Come back out as you inhale, full body stretch. Exhale, hug your left knee in, twist to the right. Nice side twist. Inhale, full body stretch. We're going to alternate between the two. So exhale, hug your right knee in. That's just coming into the chest. Inhale, full body stretch. Exhale, left knee in. Just pull that into your chest. Flex your feet. Inhale, full body stretch. Exhale, hug your right knee in, twist to the left. Inhale, full body stretch. Exhale, left knee in, twist to the right. Okay, one more round of that. Inhale, full body stretch. Exhale, right knee in, just hug it in. Inhale, stretch. Exhale, hug your left knee in, straight into the chest. Inhale, full body stretch. Exhale, hug your right knee in, twist to your left. Inhale, full body stretch. Exhale, left knee in, twist to your right. Good, and then come to center. Take a nice stretch, maybe interlace your fingers. Get long here through the whole body. And then bring your feet to the ground, knees up. And here's where you use a strap, or I'll give you a modification. So take the strap around your right foot and take the right leg up towards the ceiling. If you don't have a strap, you're just going to grab your leg at the hamstrings. So either way, stretching through the hamstrings. I want you to push your right heel up and pull your right toes down. So it's going to increase that sensation through the leg. Good. You can either keep your left foot on the floor, knee up, or extend it forward. If you extend it forward, this is going to ask a little bit more of your lower back, so be prepared. If you have a strap, just take your hands on the strap and extend your arms long, but keep your shoulders down. Good. Breathe in. Breathe out. Try to stretch out your leg a little bit more. And then take the straps just into your right hand. Take your right leg out to the side, so getting the inner thigh again. Pull your belly button in towards your spine and keep this left hip anchored down. It wants to roll sometimes, so keep your left leg strong, hip down. Take your hand on your hip just to give a reminder. And then push out through the right heel. Nice long deep breath. One more inhale. One more exhale. And then bring your leg up to center and lower it down. Take a full body stretch. And then bring your feet to the floor, knees up. Switch sides. So either strap goes around the left foot or hands go behind the hamstrings. Now, right foot on the floor or extend it forward. Just listen to your lower back. Whatever it likes better, do that. And extend your arms long, but pull your shoulder blades down. And then work into your left leg. So you're pressing left heel up, pulling left toes down. Just stretch. Feel all the sensations going on in your leg right now. Deepen your breath. One more breath. And then switch hands on your strap. So the strap ends are going into the left hand. Take your left leg out to the side. Stretching your inner left thigh. And anchor your right leg down. So flex your foot, really squeeze your right leg muscles. Stretch long. So just targeting your inner left thigh. And listen, right? If you're feeling a sharp pain, back out of it. Just Feel what's happening here. Take 2 more breaths. Push out through that left heel. Keep working into the muscles. 1 more breath. And then bring the left leg up. Take the strap off the side and take a full body stretch as you inhale. Exhale, bring your feet on the floor, knees up. And then roll to your side. Let's come up to a seated position. Actually, we're going to go onto our hands and knees again. So we'll want to do a little bit of flow to stretch out the front of the legs, and then we'll do our work into cow face pose. So start, right, with your, we'll call it ready position. Hands shoulder width apart, knees hips distance, and then go right into a downward facing dog. Pedal your feet. Just stretching the leg as much as we can. And then come to stillness here. Take your right leg up behind you, bend your right knee, and then push your right foot over to the left side of the room. Keep your chest as square as you can to your mat. So maybe look forward between your hands to the front of your mat. So you're going to come out of the pose a little bit. Square your chest. And then push your chest back towards your thighs and then rotate. So pushing your right foot to the left side of the room. Lift your right knee high. Flex your right foot. Stay here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take it down, come into child's pose. Just take a short rest in between sides. And then come back up into downward facing dog we go. You can pedal your feet a little bit again. And then stillness. Take your left leg up, bend your left knee, and then press your left foot to the right side of your room. And then square the chest. Look forward. All right. Make sure that your chest is as square as you can make it to your mat. Push your chest back towards your thighs, and then rotate. Push your left foot to the right side of the room. Lift your left leg high. Really working into our hip here. One more breath. And then take the left leg down. Pedal your feet. Look forward. Step your right foot forward. Left knee comes down. Come into a low lunge here. Push into your feet. Reach your arms up. So here we're going to get the front of our left leg. Front left hip. Inhale. Exhale, take your hands down. Curl the back toes under. Lift your left knee. Step forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise to stand. Reach up. Hands to your heart center. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, take your right foot back. Right knee comes down. And then come into your lunge. Reach up. Push into your feet. Lift your chest. Breathe here. Feel that stretch coming through the right leg. Inhale. Exhale, take your hands down. Curl the back toes under. Lift your right knee. Step forward and fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Push into your feet. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise, stand, reach up. Exhale, hands to your heart center. All right, so let's do a couple standing poses. while we're here. Go ahead and take your right foot forward, left foot back, pyramid pose. We've been doing a lot of this lately, right? But this is actually a good prep for what we're going to be doing. I want you to take your left arm up and then bend your left elbow so your hand is coming to your back. And then take your right hand and take it on top of the left elbow. Now I want you to practice sitting up tall in your spine. Lift your chest and push the back of your head into your left forearm. And then squeeze your shoulder blades together. Good. Stay here for a count of 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Draw your belly in and then hinge forward. Keep the spine nice and long, and you're pulling actively your right hip back. And only go as far as you can keep that connection of the back of your head to your forearm. Inhale, come all the way up with strength. Lift your chest, see if you can lift your gaze. And then come back to center and release it. So stretching through the legs, stretching through the shoulders and arm. Now, switch it. Left foot forward, right foot back. So we're in that train track, right, with our feet. Take your right arm up, bend the elbow, hand goes to your upper back. Left hand goes to your right elbow to hold onto it and anchor it in to help you stretch. Squeeze your shoulder blades together and press the back of your head into your right forearm. Breathe in, lift your chest as much as you can. Exhale, squeeze your shoulder blades together. We'll stay here for a few moments. Anchor into your feet. Good. One more breath. Inhale. Exhale, start hinging forward. Keep the connection of the back of your head into your forearm as you fold forward. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Fold however far you can. And then press into your feet. Inhale, rise all the way back up. And then release. Step it forward and shake it out. Good. We want to work a little bit more into our quadriceps, so we'll do this really easy. Just bend your right knee, grab your right foot with your right hand, and then take your hand to your hip. Sit up tall and squeeze your shoulder blades together. That's it. So you want to feel a stretch through your right quadricep muscle. Keep the spine tall, like you are standing up against a wall with your back. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Good. One more breath here. And then slowly release your right foot. Coming back to center. Take your left foot with your left hand. And then try to pull your left heel towards your tush as you sit up nice and tall and draw your belly in. Right hand to your right hip. Just hold it here. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. So you want to broaden through the chest as you stretch your left quadricep. Steady your breathing. One more breath here. And then slowly release it. Shake it out. All right, let's do one more standing pose. Quickly. We're losing time here. Grab your right knee. So lift your right knee up, flex your foot, and let's just take it out to the side. Squeeze your belly in. You're trying to just open up here through the right hip. Take your left hand out to the side and maybe look over your left hand. That being said, if you have the flexibility, you could grab your right toes and open out to the side. Just stay nice and tall. The minute you start to round your shoulders, bend your extended knee, the right knee. Good. Come back to center and release it, shake it up. Other side. Left knee comes forward, sit up tall. You can either just grab the left knee and open, or take your left toes, stretch, and extend. I want you to try to stay tall here. So if you can't keep your shoulders back, bend your left knee. Stay here for a count of 5, 4, so you can look over your right hand, 3, 2, 1. Take it forward and shake it out. Water break. All right. And let's come down to our mat. Feel like we're ready, like we're stretched out and ready for the work of cow face pose. If you have a blanket and you want to give yourself a little lift here, take the blanket underneath your sits bones. A strap, super helpful here. If you have tight shoulders, or a towel. I'm gonna use my towel, the sweat towel. So as we sit here, I want you to take your feet together, right? And try to pull your feet as close to your groin as you can. And then you grab onto your ankles, sit up nice and tall. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Take a deep breath in. And then as you exhale, hinge forward, pressing your elbows into the inner thigh. And you want your elbows closer to your hips than they are your knees. So avoid this and bring your elbows in tight. Sit up tall. Good. As you lean forward, pull your toes away from each other and keep the spine nice and tall. Inhale, rise all the way up. Bring the feet further out. Sit up tall and then walk your hands forward. So avoid a rounding and collapsing in the chest. Sit up tall, pull your upper arm bones back. Make your hands as wide as you need to help you with that. Push your feet together and pull the toes apart. You should feel a different activation in your back. Smile. One more breath. Take it down. And then walk your hands slowly back. Good. Take your feet out in front of you. Hug your right knee in and then cross it over your left leg. Flex your foot. And then wrap your left arm around your right shin. Sit up tall and then you'll just twist to the right. Nice and easy. Bring yourself back to center. Just go ahead and take that right foot, hug it, sorry, as high to your left hip as you can and flex your foot. Actually flex both feet. So you can hang on to the knee. If you flex your foot and really squeeze your left thigh muscles, your right heel won't hurt your thigh as much. So sit up tall. If it hurts too much, just slide your foot over so your ankle bone is off of your leg. Inhale, reach up with the spine. Exhale, hinge forward. You can take your hands down or keep your hands at your foot and your thigh. Both work. You could even reach forward with your left hand. Let's take a couple more breaths here. And then walk your hands back. Go ahead and take your right foot forward. Shake it out. Pull your left foot in. Sit up nice and tall on your spine. Cross the left foot over the right leg. So you got to push both feet down into the floor. Wrap your right arm around the left shin. Sit up tall and twist. All right, working into your spine. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. One more breath here. And then bring yourself back to center. And then hug your heel towards your right hip. So bring it as close as you can. And you could use a block to support this leg. Flex your foot. Flex both feet. Sit up nice and tall. Breathe in. And then as you exhale, hinge forward. So you either keep your hands on your foot and your knee, or you can take your hands forward. Make sure you're really contracting your right thigh muscles so that your left heel doesn't feel too painful into the right thigh. Again, you could take your foot off to the side to help relieve some of that. But it's a good reminder to keep this quadricep muscle working if you have your heel there. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Make sure not to collapse in the chest. And rise all the way up. Take your foot forward and bounce it out. All right, so go ahead and cross your feet. Let's take our left foot in front of the right. And then take a strap or a towel into your right hand. Sorry, we're having some work done at the house today. It's an odd day, weather-wise and work-wise. So bend your elbow and sit up nice and tall. Take your left hand behind you and sit up very tall on your spine. Try to keep the back of your head connected to your right forearm. Breathe in, lengthen up through the chest. Exhale, squeeze your shoulder blades together. Maybe walk your hands a little bit closer behind you on your strap. Now, if you don't have a strap, you can always grab your clothing. So I'm just going to grab the back of my shirt to help me if you can't get your hands to connect. Or you're just like here in midair, you can push your hands into your back. Breathe in and exhale. Let it go. Roll the shoulders out. Switch your feet. So now the right foot is in front of the left. Take your left arm up. Bend your elbow. Take your right hand behind you. So if you're doing this without a strap, your left palm presses into your upper back. The back of your right hand pushes into your middle back. Sit up tall. Breathe in. Exhale. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. If you have a strap, you're going to try to work your hands closer to one another on the strap while keeping the back of your head pressing into your forearm. Okay, let's take 3 breaths here. Every exhale, squeeze your shoulder blades together more. One more breath. And then release it. Oh, nice and slow. Don't, take yourself out of that too quickly. Roll the shoulders. All right. So now take your feet in front of you. Bounce it out. And then take your right foot underneath you. And the left foot, you're going to pull back, grab, and hug. Hug, 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 and rock your baby. And then place shin over shin. So it could be exactly shin over shin. Could be your left foot is a little bit more forward. You can have your feet outside of your legs or resting on top. Just try to get your shins over each other as even as you can. Don't worry about it if it doesn't quite work. And here I want you to sit up tall, reach your arms up. Exhale, take your hands behind you, interlace your fingers, and squeeze your shoulder blades together. Flex the feet and hinge forward. Lift your hands up away from your lower back. Keep squeezing your shoulder blades in so you keep a nice tall spine. Check back in with your feet. Are they flexed? If not, do it. Flex your feet. Give support for your joints. And inhale, rise all the way up. and release. Switch your feet. So take the feet out first. Take your left foot underneath and then grab your right foot. Pick it up and rock it. And then place the leg down. So you're stacking here again, shin over shin as best you can. If this does not feel good for your knees, go ahead and take one foot forward. You can put both feet forward, right? If bending your knees just doesn't work for you at all, you just work into the arms. Sit up nice and tall. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, take your hands behind you. Do that opposite grasp. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Keep your feet and legs active. Exhale, hinge forward and lift your hands away from the floor. Keeping those shoulder blades squeezing in, lift your chest up so that you're extending forward as you fold. Oh, there's a cat. Inhale, ooh, come all the way up. Good. Take it forward and bounce it up. All right, ready to add our arms to this. So take your right foot underneath you. Go ahead and do your little shake with the left foot. Now you can keep your shin over shin, or if your hips have started to open up a little bit, stack knee over knee. So you choose where you're going here. Flex your feet, and then take your strap right into your right hand, extend the arms up, and then take your right hand to the upper back, keeping your right elbow lifting up, left hand goes behind you, sit up tall. Now this might be enough, right? Just sitting up nice and tall. Press the back of your head into your forearm. Feet are active here, so flex your feet. If this is okay, start to hinge forward. Keep that pressure. The back of your head stays to your forearm. Spine stays long. Don't collapse in your shoulders. Inhale, rise all the way up. Slowly release your arms. And then slowly release the legs. And shake it out. Good work. Bend your knees. Take that left leg underneath. You're taking your right leg in. Rocking your baby. Remember, you can keep the shins stacked here. Or, if your hips have opened up a little, stack knee over knee. Flex your foot, sit up nice and tall. And then go ahead and take your left arm up over your head. Sit up, bend the elbows. And then take your right arm behind you. Find the strap, or work into it with your hands, how we did before. Sit up nice and tall, breathe in. If this is enough, exhale, you stay here. Just practice squeezing your shoulder blades in and pressing the back of your head into your forearm. If you want to go a little further, take a big breath in here. And exhale, hinge forward. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Lift your chest. So you're creating this nice long spine as you fold forward. I can really feel that in my outer right hip. And then as we inhale, come all the way up. Release your arms. Take your strap off to the side. Release your legs. Shake it out. Come your feet out in front of you. Inhale, reach all the way up. Exhale, take your hands behind you. Interlace your fingers. I know you thought we were going to fold forward. We are. Sit up tall, and then as you exhale, hinge forward. So it might feel a little awkward. Just go with it. And inhale, come up. Bring the soles of your feet together, hands to your ankles or shins. Sit up tall, and exhale, fold. Inhale, rise all the way up. Let's come onto our backs. Tops off to the side. Good work today. Feet on the floor, knees up, and then separate your feet wide on your mat. Just do a couple windshield wipers back and forth. Millie wants to make a guest appearance, so you're really nice. So rolling the knees from side to side. Keep doing that. Good. Come back to center. Take a full body stretch. Reach your arms back behind you. Press your feet forward. And then exhale, hug your knees into your chest. Rock from side to side. Come into a happy baby. Grab the outer edges of your feet. Roll from side to side. And then hug your knees back into your chest. And extend your legs forward for your Shavasana. Lay on your back, eyes closed. Your breath to soften and your body to become heavy. Allow all of your muscles to relax. Deep breath in through your nose. Open your mouth, side out. One more time. Breathe in through your nose. Side out. Bring your feet to the floor, knees up. Draw your belly in. And roll to your side, whichever side feels correct. Press yourself up to a seated pose. Bring your hands together at your heart center and bow your head to your heart. Seal our class together with a chant of 1 Om. Breathe in. Om. Thank you for sharing this practice today. Together we say, Namaste. Shabbat Shalom and happy 4th of July. Check out tomorrow's schedule. I think it's a modified schedule for the holiday. And just check it out. I hope everybody is good and